Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service. We cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it's race number 10 of the Sim500 TranService Truck Series. We are live from Michigan International Speedway up in the Irish Hills of Michigan. It's going to be a fun race. looking at the lap times, they are very close together. Drafting's going to be a thing, but watch out going into the turns. But before we go any further, let's bring in the wonderful people joining me up in the broadcast booth tonight. We going old school with this. Very, very old school. Back to the Monday night days. TJ Barnier, what up, pal?
What's happening, buddy? Let's say same great racing, different voices over the airwaves this evening, but this series I have watched you broadcast now for a little while, and it looks like it's always a good time.
Oh, it's a blast. Mike and myself always have fun broadcasting these guys. Unfortunately, he is under the weather, not feeling very well, so I went with plan F, getting TJ to see if he would broadcast tonight. And we have a very, very, very special guest joining us tonight. More of a driver mindset to boot with that. Joining us tonight, Paul Irvin.
Yeah, thank you for having me up here, AJ.
Yeah, I was very excited to see that you had interest in broadcasting, and I am excited to see what your future holds. I enjoy people being creative, and this is a form of being creative. It's also a lot of fun to just do. I've watched more NASCAR races, modified races, dirt racing, just by broadcasting them, and it's been a lot of fun. But with the Sim500 TranService Truck Series, let's give you kind of a tale of the tape for the last couple of years right here from Michigan International Speedway. Last year, Brian Macklin won the pole and also won the race, only led the 3 laps, led the one that mattered. Leading the most laps is Pedro Mojica, leading 12 leaders, 20 lead changes, 4 cautions, 12 laps. They did have a green-white checkered. In 2022, Tyler Dalton, he also led the most laps at 39 laps. He won the pole. The winner was Scott Simley. He started 7th. 6 leaders for 10 lead changes, 2 cautions, and 6 laps. That's when they were running 100 laps here. And then we'll go back one more year to 2021. Tyler Dalton, usual suspects here, wins the pole. Tommy Ryan takes the win overall from starting 14th. He leading the most laps was Kevin Brown with 25. 6 leaders, 14 lead changes, 6 cautions, 18 laps, and that's when they ran 75 laps. So a lot of parity when we come up to the Irish Hills. Paul, I'm going to start with you, pal, because you seem to be the more well-rounded racer in the broadcast booth tonight. How fun, difficult, or what have you is running a vehicle around Michigan International Speedway?
Yeah, Michigan it's a lot of fun. Being in the draft, it feels kind of like a, super speedway with the pack racing at times, but I'm not really suspecting it's going to be that way tonight. With the track temps being so high, handling is going to be real key in the corners here. So I think it's going to come down to who can protect the tires early on, and you're going to see some people start pulling away late into these runs.
Yeah, with just about 20 seconds left in this practice session, TJ, it's been a while since we've been up here for a race. I know we've seen some amazing battles when it comes to, I think it was an ARCA series or an Xfinity series, but with these trucks, they punch a bigger hole, so drafting's going to be more of a thing down the straightaways in the front stretch. What are you expecting as we're about to start qualifying?
I mean, I've often referred to these things as like a brick with wheels. At least that's how they always felt to me. So they very, they have a presence to them, and if they're off balance, they're gonna make you pay for it. So you got to be you got to ride that fine line. I can tell you, some of these guys look like they were going for it there in practice, and I'm very interested to see what we see for times come out of qualifying.
Well, first truck on the racetrack for qualifying. It's the number 43 Chevy Silverado of Joe Hudson. Trying to get up to speed really fast. Probably going to run qualifying, I would assume, like a Daytona, where you're going to run the outside to get the the car wound up, ready to go, as there he is in 3 and 4. Everybody's hitting the racetrack right now. My timing and scoring is lighting up.
It's a Christmas tree. Everybody's out there.
Well, he's going to be the
I
first
guess
one to take...
they found a cloud or something there. Everybody wants to jump in while it's still shaded.
You know, you're not wrong with that. Well, not right now. It's still pure sunlight, but I've seen it a couple times where they'll wait the full 5 or 10 minutes depending on the league just because there's a cloud inching towards the sun. And it's like, okay, they're taking this like it's Chad Knaus on the box telling them when to go.
I never like trying to time the wind gusts, if you know what I mean.
Sean Macklin in the 18. Like Joe Hudson kind of pulled the shoot on that one. Didn't complete the lap. The Sean Macklin goes P2, but Wesley Donaldson with a great lap to start.
A 39. Wow.
And he's going to call it there. He is done with that one. Robert Fieri sitting in 3rd. Here comes the 19 of Tyler Dalton using that apron. Survey says P1 for Tyler Dalton.
History would dictate that he's pretty good at getting the pole here.
You ain't kidding.
What I was seeing in practice there was that first lap really was the money lap. So I don't expect too many people to pick up on the second lap unless they're just throwing away the first one.
Let's see, Robert Fieri, does he improve from 6th? No, he does not. Just a little slower there. Jeffrey Goodpaster from 14th up to 13th. Jason Karlovich through 1 and 2. Looks like he's hauling the mail.
On the Amazon Prime, maybe. I know that one truck certainly is this evening. Oh, the one truck went around in his qualifying lap.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to stick around with that 17th position, but looking at Karlovich as he's crossing the line, did not improve. He's gonna stay 6th for right now. EJ O'Rourke in the 41 Toyota Tundra having units on board once again this week. Units moving and portable storage. He's going to get a little high off at a turn 2 exit.
Smokeless or gummies? AJ's still trying to process that one right now.
I am.
I can hear the dial-up noises.
Give it a minute, the smoke will be rolling through the booth.
EJ does not improve.
So that
Not
answers
for
the
those
question, doesn't it?
reasons. Oh boy.
I am straight up drawing a blank on what the heck you guys were talking about.
You said the dude got high off of the turn.
Oh, I see.
I said smokeless or gummy.
Byron Daly improves on his second lap to go to 14th. Bobby Wetzel in a new paint scheme, it looks like, this week. Got a Great Lakes truck. Looks like he's throwing back to, oh God, Evernham?
I tell you, there are some cool looking cars out here.
Oh, there always is. Yet to qualify and won't be able to qualify. Justin Fuller, Paul Jr., Kevin Stone, and Doug Sigmund not making a lap in qualifying tonight. And once again, Tyler Dalton is going to get the pole at Michigan International Speedway.
I happened to look through the iRating on a lot of these drivers, and let me tell you, there was only a couple of them that were even sniffing down in my basement dweller region.
I mean, they're probably close to Paul.
Oh,
Paul,
you give me too much praise.
Paul's got to be a good bit ahead of me, even.
So, while we're under this quick warm-up session before we start gridding for race number 10 of the season, Byron Daly's currently your points leader by 28 points over Chad Coleman. In third, it's Wesley Donaldson minus 42. Jason Karlovich minus 33 for fourth. In fifth, you have Tyler Dalton minus 48, sharing that with Nelson Rivera. In seventh, Tommy Ryan minus 79. Eighth, Bobby Wetzel minus 96. Richard Beasley minus 98. And rounding out the top 10, Scott Simley minus 99. That's your top 10 in points. Bonus points go to Byron Daly with 12 of them coming into the event. But we are getting ready to grid. We are gridding. Let's run it down for everybody at home. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson, your front row. Sean Macklin, Jose Gonzalez, your second. Your third row, Nelson Rivera, Eric Arnold. Row number 4, you have John Adams and Jason Karlovich. And in row 5, rounding out the top 10, Tommy Ryan and Mike Kelly. TJ, take us to 20.
11th, we've got the 13, Hamish Gallagher. 12th, the 41 of EJ O'Rourke. The 77 of Robert Fieri. I probably butchered it, who knows. The 06 of Byron Daly. The 75 of Stoney Benfield in 15th. The 43 of Joe Hudson will be rolling off P16. Anthony M. Calantoni. Long name there. Love it. 17th this evening. Richard Beasley, P18. Scott Simley, P19. Brian Macklin, P20.
We got Chad Coleman rolling off here, P21. Bobby Wetzel is going to be right beside him to the outside in 22nd. Alex Tilley and Randy Yoakum going to be the row right behind them. And boy, am I glad he qualified back here in 25th. The faster pastor, Jeffrey Goodpasture, back in 25th. Starting beside him is Nick Silver. Jeff Ryan and Mike Montesi going to start 27th and 28th. Ron Hollyfield and Brian Wertman going to round out your top 30. And then the 4 rounding out the rest of the field did not get a time. It's going to be Justin Fuller, Kevin Stone, Doug Sigmund, and Paul S. Jr.
All right, everybody. Well, let's hear what you have to say in the chat. Who are your picks? Got a pretty good spread of Chevy, Ford, and, well, not really Toyota. There's only one Toyota in the top 10, and that's Jason Karlovich. I'm going to actually go with Wesley Donaldson tonight to be a driver to look out for. He's starting on the front row, and whenever he's known to start up front, really got to keep an eye out on that 91 because he is a havoc to mess with.
Really sharp car. I like to look at that thing. That blue is pretty.
You should see his die casts. They're pretty nice. But Pace Truck is about to duck for cover and down pit road. Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson, waiting for Barney the Flagman to give him the go. And we are green.
A little bit of a stack up there. Not everybody quite accelerating as I think everybody had hoped. Everybody so far
we're already
safe
3
off into
wide.
1 and 2. Yeah, what is that, about 11th, 12th-ish?
Yep. EJ looking for that inside. Hamish Gallagher looking to the inside, and there he goes, 41 to the outside.
Looks like everybody's going to shake it out, but right about now for 5th, they were 3 wide for just a
sideways
moment.
back there in the back.
Yellow is out on the racetrack. Let's go back and
see the 77 getting sideways there, middle of 3 and 4.
oh, he was loose going into the turn, it looks like, and also blinking out. See it here. As Joe Hudson to his outside, he's just gonna lose it, but it also looked like who's that right in front of him? Okay. That's a 99 of Tommy Ryan.
Yeah, it is. It's got loose in front of him, but he managed to hold on to it a little bit better.
How did I just now make it from here to see that 13 cars running a Taylor Swift Chiefs car or truck?
And you said you've watched my races.
Even
I
knew
just
he was
hadn't
running
paid
that thing.
attention. That detailed.
All right, let's once again take a look at Robert Fieri here. He's just going to lose it and nowhere for the 44 to go of Cal and Tony. That back end of the 7.7.
Everybody got away relatively clean, though.
Yeah, not too bad.
I think the most damage the 77 took was that second shot from the 55.
Oh, the 55 hit them good. That's Alex Tilley, first time in the Sim500, at least the Truck Series, and then Goodpaster gets in the back of Tilley.
They all did a good job trying to get it slowed up. It's not easy, and you're certainly not expecting it the first lap.
No, not at all. We are under our first caution for the Sim500 TranService Truck Series at Michigan International Speedway. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. We will be right back.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service. We cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. A half a lap away from going green. Tyler Dalton's still your race leader, but Sean Macklin moves up to that second position. Your row number 2 is slightly changed as well. Wesley Donaldson and Jose Gonzalez. Pace trucks about to head down pit road, and we're about to send these trucks flying down into turn 1 once again. You're watching All-Star 15 TV. AJ Capola, TJ Barnier, and Paul Irvin all in the reinforced broadcast booth. We are green once again. Watch it to go 3 or 4 wide, as Sean Macklin is going to duck right behind Tyler Dalton as they go into turn 1. Oh, the first 5 are single file. You have to go all the way back to Eric Arnold, Jason Karlovich, and Byron Daly.
Everybody looks relatively calm throughout the pack.
Joe Hudson sideways.
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
He got into turn 3 and was drifting like Ken Block. You know, because 43.
I figured.
Okay. Just checking. Missed that guy. And he is getting passed from both sides. You had Brian Macklin to his outside. You had Cal and Tony to his inside. Talon Tony once again subbing for Glenn Campbell, who is out on business. Oh, I thought we were about to be 3 wide and 3 and 4 there with EJ O'Rourke and Jason Karlovich. And yellow flag is out again. Who wrecked? Doug Sigmund. What happened to the 04? Oh, he just gets... Does he think he's clear and just comes down? I think they were going to touch anyway, but I think there's a little bit of netcode there. And the 04 just gets spun right back up the racetrack and head first into the outside wall.
Yeah, I'm not... It's a...
And that's basically it for Doug Sigmund. He has to jump to pit road.
That's a lot of netcode from what I'm seeing.
Oh. And you guys are just racing and out of nowhere, just you get hooked. They might have had contact anyway. There was a good chunk of netcode there as we have people on pit road. Byron Daly, Jason Karlovich, Mike Kelly, Richard Beasley, Tommy Ryan, Brian Macklin, and company. Holy cow.
Are they taking tires or just think you topping off here?
Well, we're going to find out. No, I think they're just topping off on fuel. There they go.
Sometimes when your truck's not handling the best way is to switch up the strategy.
Yeah, but myself, I don't want to get back in that hornet's nest.
Yeah, everybody was back there already, though. You're not really losing anything coming in here.
You know, I get that. You right.
I'm 35th. I'm gonna, I guess, restart 35th.
Yeah, I might as well get some fuel. Maybe save you. I mean, they haven't turned a whole lot of laps here. I can't say they've got to have dang near any wear on them tires.
No, I don't. They've made 1 lap under green. 1.5. So I don't even know if they would make it to a full heat cycle with that 1.5. But Ty Wildman in the chat, let's go racing Jason Karlovich. Love how they do that. And Michael Sheely, driver in the Monday night EFRL series. Great broadcasting! Exclamation point to prove his point home.
You could have added a few more, I believe.
Yeah, right? We do such a great job. It should be exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Yeah, but at that point, people just want to hear you say exclamation point.
Dude, I say that into my phone, like when I'm actually doing the sentences and everything. I'll say like period, comma, exclamation point, question mark. And then when I'm actually talking on the phone to somebody, like on a phone call, I will start doing that as well. And they're like, why are you putting punctuation at the end of your sentence? I go, what?
AJ Burgundy over here. Good night, San Diego.
Lights are off on the iRacing pace truck. We're
Does that
racking
thing even
them up.
have lights other than like the tail lights?
It's got a bar on the top.
Oh, that thing is so hard to see.
It is.
That's alright, I got the binoculars for you here.
That may not be enough.
Really? Because I'm trying the zoom, and it's not working.
I said binoculars, not telescope.
Don't bring out the microscope, AJ. We all know you got one.
Yeah, looking at all that rubber laid down this week at Bristol.
I mean, it might have been put down, but it never rubbered in. That's for sure.
I was there at the track. It did not stick.
You know, it was all pushed up against the wall. That was insane. I've never seen a race like that. I was entertained. TJ hated it. But we're going green again into the restart zone, and Tyler Dalton is away. Great restart by Sean Macklin as well.
I think if the tires could have went 20-ish more laps, it would have been more fun.
Sean Macklin with a great restart. He is to the door. Oh, it was to the door.
Don't look now, but Speedy Gonzalez has found his way into the top 5.
Well, he started into the top 5, so comes the 85 of John Adams. 3 wide for the lead.
No, he started 6th.
Oh, I have him starting 4th.
Oh, maybe.
Side by side as they cross the line, Macklin, Dalton, and they have a full train of cars behind them.
Oh, we're 4 wide back there.
Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness. Please
Everybody
make it
hold
back
on
in one
to
piece.
it.
Please make it back in one piece.
Oh, they're beating and banging.
I saw that
telling
10
you,
fish
AJ.
tailing.
I think it's me. Wherever I go,
Oh! Byron
chaos
Daly.
follows, baby. We got chaos.
Byron Daly really loose entering 3. He's still loose out of 4.
Everybody-
Brown saving it up there.
Keeps it maintained, but 3 wide for the lead. This is fun. Till it isn't.
I believe that the leader's going to tell you that this is not fun. Let's get it singled out.
Ooh.
That we are 12 laps in. What are we doing?
I just
Holy
want to go
cow.
fast. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I mean, in one turn, the 85 of John Adams went from 1st back to 5th, and now almost for 6th.
Oh my goodness, don't push the pusher. They're stacking up mid-pack.
3 wide again, Karlovich on the inside, Richard Beasley in the middle, Daly on the outside, and they're going to make it work as Karlovich just looked to get out of the throttle there for a second.
Big push coming for the 5th place truck here. Oh, the car dove out of line. I was just saying he was going to have a big run into the turn.
Hey, he's still
That
got to
guy
run.
stayed on him.
85 to the outside of Donaldson. Eric Arnold helping with a little bit of an arrow push on the 91. Huge shout out to the number 10 Tide Ride for Richard Beasley's plus 10 position since the start of the race.
Always one of my favorite paint schemes of all time.
I've been watching him come
Oh.
through the field here. He's been ducking in 2, 3, sometimes 4 wide. It's been a
Just
lot of fun
behind
watching
him, who was that white truck that just went down below the apron on exit?
I would assume that's the 46. And that
One
should
of
be
those two.
Nick Silver.
He come flying off the turn, was all the way down below the apron. I don't know if it was loose and he was trying to save it, or just wanted to go down there and see what was down there.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
got to
that is
rubber up
insane.
the whole track, right?
Never know, you might need that lane late in the race.
Oh, I know a couple people that would try to use it too.
Now, is that a lap truck not that far out ahead of the leaders already?
Your eyes are not deceiving you.
Let's say that looks like it's Paul Jr. And from the rear end of his ride, there's the field.
Probably thinking, man, I need a yellow before these guys get here.
And they are lapping about a half a second faster.
How's that meme go? You know, run, dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. John Adams back up to second place. He is shoving Tyler Dalton into turn 3.
Seems to be a welcome push. It's not disturbing that lead truck at all.
A lot of experience in that 19. I don't think a lot can disturb that 19. Comes Sean Macklin looking for another fight back a little further. E.J. O'Rourke to the outside of Byron Daly. That's for 5th place. He's +7 positions. Ooh, yellow flag is out. Robert Fieri.
Somewhere around the 51, I do believe.
Oh boy, that's a lot of trucks.
He
The
he
51
owned
is
it.
Justin Fuller.
Oh yeah.
Looks like the 51 of Justin Fuller. I think he... Does he get loose on the bump from the 77 and flips the 4 and the 77?
I think it was just kind of like a weird spot to kind of catch him.
It was just a bump that sent them a little squirrely.
Yeah, it's not always the front truck that you have to worry about whenever you're bumping. It definitely upsets that back truck too, and just ran out of room with somebody who's outside.
Gonna jump on the nose cam that we have on the Fuller machine. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked off here. Oh, he's well into the 77. But now we got pit stops. 18 laps in, coming to 19, and here comes the cavalry.
That poor 77 truck has been used up today.
Still running though.
Oh yeah.
Not for that.
I would assume they're going to take tires here.
These guys, they've run any stages or anything?
No, sir.
I swear earlier we were talking, that truck didn't have a number on it.
A 3?
Oh no, never mind. It was just one that looked similar to it.
Getting by everybody on pit road. Tommy Ryan in the 99. Cars. Yeah, no kidding. Tommy Ryan, Byron Daly, Richard Beasley, 3rd, 4th, Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton in 5th, Jose Gonzalez, 6th, 7th, John Adams, 8th, E.J. O'Rourke, Sean Macklin in 9th, and rounding out that top 10 is Jeff Ryan. Your biggest mover of the race is tied between 2 drivers. Chad Coleman +17 sitting in 4th, and Jeff Ryan +17 sitting in 10th. Looks like the 45 of Paul Jr. is in the position to make the wave around. Ooh, we gonna see Tommy Ryan come back down pit road? Oh, he missed his pit stall.
60-ish laps from here. Can you make it on one stop? Under green? You think you'd have to? So would you?
Hold on, I'm pulling up the handy dandy fuel calculator here. Yeah, you could probably do it on one stop. We're looking at a fuel window about 35 laps under green.
About the tires, will they last for?
That's a good question.
People's patience last that long, though.
Also, a very good point.
Yeah, because there's the driver for you right there. He knows what he's talking about.
We've seen the patience run out here in the first 20 laps. I hate to see the next 60.
The thing is, I don't think we've run a Michigan or Auto Club race since they reconfigured the tire model at the end of last year. So we're kind of in new territory when it comes to the tire model and running it in race conditions. But fuel.
Well, NASCAR's in a new area for tire model too, so everybody's in flux.
Yes, it's non-existent.
Let us say, TJ, you were hoping that we were gonna get the F1 tires in NASCAR, where he had to run. You have the option to run all 3.
Let's run, super softs or
Pace
hard
truck is
tires
off. I think they tried that for an all-star race one time. Byron Daly, Richard Beasley, and away we go. Green flag back in the air. Lap 21 on the board.
This was already strange enough.
And we're already 3 wide. Tyler Tolton to the outside, trying to make it work.
Oh my. That's a lot of trucks coming for the exit here. Hold on, don't let the
Beasley's loose.
Oh no!
What a save!
Oh my,
And
I'm not sure he's done saving it.
Sean Macklin went for a hole that I didn't think existed, and Beasley just hits the
somebody
parachute
blinked out too.
Byron Daly in the wall, and holy cow, we're going to the blimp cam to just see everything now.
They know this is only lap 20 of 80, right?
Maybe rain is on its way?
I'm telling you, it's me. I am an agent of chaos. It follows me wherever I go.
Oh,
there we go.
22.
Oh, and he caught the wall.
And we might stay green since both are off the racetrack.
No.
They got the yellow out.
They got
It
the
is
yellow?
already thrown.
Oh yeah, they threw that one quick.
I was gonna say, I wasn't able to see the lights from that vantage point. You see Calantoni in the 44, Byron Daly in the 06 to the outside. You're looking at the 22 of Nelson Rivera. Just a wiggle from the 06 and the 44. And they both go flying in the 44. Oh, big contact into the wall. Gonna jump on board with that 44. Here it is. Oh, big hit. Big hit. Looks like the car is...
AJ, you can just feel that coming.
Yeah. Being 3-4 wide. Looks like the steering's a little off.
Yeah, this is the first restart that they've had on the fresh tires too. So some people sometimes they forget that those cold tires, you don't want to be running that hard.
No, you really don't. It's gonna take, I would say, what, 2-ish laps for them to really start getting to temperature and gripping the racetrack, and that was back straightaway lap 2 of that run. But you're watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast of the Sim500 TranService Truck Series. We will be right back.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service. We cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. 25 laps out of 80 from Michigan International Speedway. During that break, there was a lot of driver chatter going on, which I'm unfortunately not able to hear. But what's going on, Paul? I know you and TJ both can hear it and react to it. Sounds like tempers are flaring.
I think the inside of these trucks are just as hot, or if not hotter than than the track is right now. A lot of people upset with each other. Hope some cooler heads can prevail here, and we can get some green flag laps going.
And we're gonna find out with just about, I don't know, a turn away from going green. That iRacing pace truck is gonna duck back down pit road as TJ right in the YouTube chat screams chaos.
Haven't we had enough?
Let's say,
Stop! They're already
Never
wrecked.
enough. Never enough.
Sean Macklin with a great restart. Top line is bottlenecking with the first couple trucks.
Paul, I'm that guy that sometimes just like to watch the world burn.
So you're the guy they were talking about in The Dark Knight.
I mean, Monday night I was hoping for more cautions at Dover just so I could pick up some positions.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not out on the track tonight, so I'm good with chaos.
Looking back at Justin Fuller plus 22 positions right now. He is moved very high up in the leaderboard, even with an incident tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say that is a huge rebound for him so far.
This is a little calmer so far. I don't want to.
You sure? Because we're 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, I see lots of 3 wide.
All through the field, we are 3. I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a 4 wide.
And the leaders touch doors.
I say they're so calm that they're beating doors.
It's very calm up in the broadcast booth. Getting behind the wheel, kind of scary as you see them sawing on the wheels.
We're up here sipping iced tea.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could go out back here, crack an egg on the back stairs and fry an egg. Just like you probably could in the floorboard of some of these race cars. Race trucks.
I mean,
what's a race card?
I mean, the track temp is what, 116 degrees. We're on board with Tyler Dalton.
We'll say besides it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying EJ's back to that outside and he's making moves. Plus 9, sitting in third. Thought he was about to actually duck to the inside there for a second.
He looked.
Paul, what do you got?
I was just going to comment about how it has gotten a lot calmer here in the front. You don't really start getting 3 wide till back there around 18th or 20th.
There's a 10 of Richard Beasley, the 8 of Randy Yoakum. They're inside the 75 of Stoney Benfield and the 22 of Nelson Rivera. Nelson trying to bounce back after that wreck just a couple laps ago with him in the 44.
Ooh, leaders pushing the pusher.
I think they got a nice train on that outside lane going.
Only bad things will come of pushing the pusher.
Those trucks are getting really loose while they're drafting.
Yeah, that's really what happens when you push that pusher. Is the middle truck is the one who takes the full brunt of it. So if he doesn't have a good handle on that truck, yeah, watch him go to the inside in a hurry.
You know, not used to seeing this at Michigan where trucks are just side by side for, I don't know, what are we at, like 5 or 6 laps right now? Usually we start getting in line and spread apart, as it looked like the 41 popped the wall halfway down the back straightaway.
The 2 blue trucks there, were checking doors on exit.
Justin Fuller.
51-41.
Yep.
I don't think they can decide who wants to lead this race right now.
Well, they heard me talk about all the lead changes, and they said, hold my beer. Ooh, 85 loose out of turn 2. Speaking of loose, look at the 41. He's been trying to catch that truck almost all night on the outside. So far, so good right now, but we are still side by side all the way back to the number 9 of Bobby Wetzel, running a new scheme tonight. A nice throwback as I say that he is loose out of 2. Here's that action I was talking about earlier. I'm surprised for as long as they were side by side, because you go further back in the field, they're single file getting spread apart, but right back up towards the front, they're looking 3 wide here.
I will say, if I wasn't leading, I would want to be back there single file, just ride it out, because with how crazy this race has been in the first half, there's no way I'd be up there in the top 10.
I mean, the first couple cars have gone single file. But here comes Tyler Dalton looking for 3rd place again. Whole cluster of trucks from 1st all the way to 11th, all under a second. Kind of something you would see at Daytona with a lot of cars that close together. TJ, you seeing anything good on the racetrack?
Just waiting for these guys to... I don't know, maybe they're trying to feel it out now.
I mean, we had a couple cautions early on in this race. I think now a lot of the drivers are, let's get to the finish.
Maybe. I mean, they're still like about 5th, thinking 3 wide, maybe, maybe not. 3 wide, maybe, maybe not. They might be trying to prolong it just a little bit here, and I mean, we know we kind of had crunched numbers and figured they could do it on 1 stop as we approach lap 40. I mean, that leaves 60 to go. Do you want to try to maybe push that, you know, with what's remaining in the race? How long before you want to pit? I mean, do you push it here to set yourself up to pit towards the front?
Watch out for
Or are you trying to just log laps?
Watch out for Fuller here.
Pit stop?
The last 2 laps, that 51 has hit the turn 2 wall on exit. Keep an eye out for that, because if he keeps doing that, he's not going to push that wall out. But he's going to screw up that toe in that right front.
Yeah, I would not want to be a truck right behind him right now, because it just takes a blink of a second to think that you're running good and then have a truck in your lap.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh,
Many people have tried to move that wall and it's never budged.
I remember a couple times. Oh! John Adams. What about
Where
Strat?
did that come from?
He was spinning before he even entered the turn.
That was just crazy.
I think he overcooked it. There he is. The minute he went the turn down is when he started getting loose. and then
it just
overcorrected it.
It looked like he almost had it, and then nope. And then the 9 just kind of ever nonchalantly clipped the 60.
Up on board with that 85, because that was wild. He's already loose.
Yeah, I mean that car had been running really good.
Oh.
And to be honest, that almost looks a little bit like netcode helping him get turned back around to the right there.
No, I think it was the overcorrection. Because the minute he tries setting the car back turning left, he jumps the wheel back going right.
Paul, I see what you're seeing. Curious what it shows.
I mean, it's close. Either way, I think he was going to overcorrect it, but he may have had just a tiniest bit of help.
Now we gotta take
Because
a look at
you see if as they get real tight right there.
Jason Karlovich running in that third position. Oh, and he's gonna get tagged by the 9. Gotta keep it off everything, which is good.
I could see that netcode. It wouldn't shock me. I've seen crazier.
I've seen crazier in this race.
I don't think we're done seeing crazy.
I don't think so either. Bobby Wetzel is currently your race leader. Everybody came down pit road here, whether it's 2 tires, 4 tires, or what have you. Now, Paul, would 2 tires work here?
I wouldn't recommend it with how loose that these things get. There's no way I'd be taking 2. But I'm not a professional like these guys, so maybe they can make 2 tires work.
Stop. I've watched more races of yours than I can count. You drive like you're a professional. Most of the time.
I'm a professional.
Lights are
I'm
off.
telling
on the
you,
iRacing
Paul, if you want to
racetrack.
be in the booth on Monday nights, it's one less person to beat my butt every week.
Oh, that is so tempting, but I enjoy racing on Mondays and beating your butt.
See, I like how you had to PG it because beaten's not the right word.
Listen, I heard things got a little above board on PG the last few weeks around here.
Hey,
Thought we'd play it real safe.
Hey, it was just last week.
I'm just saying. Thought we'd play it safe.
I appreciate that. 16 people currently watching, spread apart Facebook and YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Who you rooting for? We are halfway through the race so far tonight. And it has been... TJ, I'll let you say the word.
Chaos, baby. Chaos reigns anytime I'm around.
It's scary. It's so scary that it happens like that. Yep, here we go. Pace truck is off. Bobby Wetzel, your control truck. He gets a great launch there. Multiple car lengths over that second row.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit too far out there, though. It's almost like Daytona, where you're just a sitting duck coming off a 2.
Oh, and they're going to split them. But then again, look at the 2 trucks to the outside. Tyler Dalton and Justin Fuller. Powerhouses in the Sim500 TranService Truck Series.
Uh-oh.
Goes to 26.
I think he saved it.
He did. Gonna take them all to get back up to speed, though.
Speedy Gonzalez said, "No, senor, not down here. We're supposed to be up there on the racing surface, not in the grass."
He got really loose there. And good for him being able to catch it, but that puts him back to 30th, the last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, he will need help from a yellow flag to get that car back toward the front. He'd been running decent all evening.
Bobby Wetzel in two laps, has fallen from 1st to 23rd, and it's still going. He's going to get put 3 wide here.
That has the feel of him taking 2 tires there for it to be falling back that quickly.
I don't know about 2 tires. It looks like I didn't take any. At least 2 tires, you might have a little bit of a shot. But he has fallen back a lot. Mike Kelly moving on up. P2 for the 2. So difficult to figure out the 2 and the 12. Outside of the extra number. The exact same car. Sean Macklin giving him a good fight to the inside. Speaking of a Macklin, Brian just moved up to 4th place. Started in that 20th position. Oh boy. Nick Silver. Really tight on entry. Could have been a lot worse.
I think that's the first time we've heard the word tight all night.
I thought he was about to smack the 30 into the outside wall.
Two different little packs have kind of formed here. You got the lead pack and like the middle group pack. I don't know if it's a handling thing that has spread them out like that or strategy.
I have no clue, but that's a good pull, TJ. Mike Kelly moves up to the 1st position. Tyler Dalton 2nd. Sean Macklin in 3rd. Justin Fuller drops all the way back to that 7th spot. He's fighting something right now.
You know, AJ, I hate to jinx people and throw that broadcaster curse, but you handed me some information at the top of the show tonight.
Uh-oh.
Said, here, be smart with this. I see 3 years in a row, the same guy won the pole, but not once did he ever win the race.
Nope.
And he's clearly been dominant this evening. You think maybe he can get it done?
Yeah. I'm voting for a stay.
Plead the 5th?
I plead the 5th on that one. Because I've picked Tyler Dalton many times to win a race. 80% of those races he wrecks out of. I don't want that for him tonight. But Mike Kelly, that 2 is looking strong.
It's a beautiful paint scheme.
I changed the subject. So Tyler doesn't message me later.
Thanks, man.
You ruined my race.
I have been accused of it before. I mean, Paul, I do believe I picked you, I don't know how many weeks in a row, just to watch you have the best car and get wrecked out with 10 to go.
Look, we love being on TV as a driver. We love being talked about until we don't.
Hey, sponsor plugs are sponsor plugs. Whether it's a wrecked sponsor or a winning sponsor, you got TV time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the TV time at the end of the race. You don't have to talk about it during the race.
You know, not for nothing, Tyler Dalton's using that inside lane. Hasn't hurt him the last couple laps. But I think as these tires are starting to wear, he's going to have to move up the racetrack, as you basically just saw Macklin be able to pull up right alongside of him and almost pass him.
You know, AJ, I would agree with your thing there about even rec TV time is good TV time, but could you even name me the sponsor off of the Ryan Preece Daytona flip car?
I know I couldn't. I mean,
Crickets.
you saw pieces of it everywhere.
I don't think the sponsor was there anymore. I think it was a little bit over there, and up there.
Oh, it was a bit of everywhere by the end of that flip.
And we're gonna start the 3 wide all again. Oh, I thought we were. Mike Kelly's gonna drop back to 4th place. Getting mostly single file. You gotta go all the way back to Byron Daly and Scott Simley. There's Jason Nascarlovich. Love that nickname.
I do remember Clint Boyers at Daytona, but that was only because it was Jack Daniels. And it was on fire.
Andy crossed the start finish line. Also Austin Dillon's.
I don't remember. That was a specialer paint scheme.
Oh,
boy.
we got trouble.
Oh, no.
We got help.
Oh, no.
Sean Macklin
Everybody missed him.
around. See what happened? Did he just get loose?
I think he got a little bit of help there, AJ.
Oh yeah, Nick Silver. Twice, 3 times.
1, 2, 3. You're out.
Look at that left side. Oh, and there's Cal and Tony. We'll go back and take a look at Cal and Tony in a little bit, but let's watch this.
Mm. You know, not for nothing, that 22 truck had just been spun not that long ago, and that thing was solidly up in the top 5.
And out of nowhere, here comes the 44. Right there. Happens. He just... I don't know if he knows what's happening. Jump on board and take a look. Oh, he sees it. He's off the gas. He's sideways, hits, tail slaps the wall. Hi, Sean. Wave at him and everything.
I mean, sometimes wrecking is the best way to keep out of anything major.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Oh, hey, there's a wreck. Why am I spinning now?
Yeah, I mean, it was graceful.
It tail slapped the wall, though.
Yeah, I mean, it got the job done.
I'd give it a solid 2.
Oh, he does have damage to that right rear. Right on the tire, too.
Someone get the saw out.
28 laps,
less than
DJ.
30 doesn't say, yeah. Let's say 20. We're going to be probably 25-ish time we get back going.
Yes.
A little sprint to the finish. We think the chaos may be back.
All right, everybody. Well, that was pit stops. We are currently under our 6th caution of the evening from Michigan International Speedway. You're watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast of the Sim500 TranService Truck Series. We will be right back.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service, we cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. Lights are off on the iRacing official pace truck. Nelson Rivera and Alex Tilley, your front row. Your second row, Tyler Dalton, Mike Kelly. Your third row, you have Wesley Donaldson and Justin Fuller. With just about 25 laps to go, we're going to send these trucks green again. And hopefully not have chaos?
I don't think at this point the chaos is going to subside. It has kind of been a story all night, and
they are good to the end on fuel.
They're already 3 wide into one.
Good to the end on fuel almost guarantees chaos.
Here's the thing. Nelson Rivera has an extra set of tires, though, in the pits. Well, everybody just used their final set now.
I mean, if they run 10-ish laps and he gets a caution, maybe. Oh, man, there are trucks all over the place.
It really isn't a bad strategy with the way this race has gone.
Look at the 50. Oh, boy.
He may get it quicker than 10 laps, though.
These guys are full send mode.
I don't know who to look at here. We have battles all the way off the race. There goes the 4.
Oh, he did.
Oh, that one hurt.
No caution either.
Go back and look at that one.
3 wide for second. Oh, man.
They're still 3 wide for second.
It was a new player on the bottom. It started out with a different truck. Came him.
Where in the world did Fuller come from?
31st?
Uh-oh! That one's going to be a caution.
That had a lot of people in it.
That looked like it hurt.
Yes, my eardrums.
And I do believe the extra tire setting no longer matters.
No, sir. Now that there's a lot of damage involved. So it looks like Fuller comes up to block here. Or just comes off the turn. The 22 just gets out of the gas, and that's where he gets loose.
And just when you think he's done getting wrecked, he gets rammed through one more time.
Oh, God.
Just for good measure.
The 45 of Paul Jr.
Oh my, there's some big hits.
Oh, we're going to watch that big hit.
Oh.
There he is. Oh, he doesn't see anything happening. Oh, there he goes. He gets a little bit of a view of it.
That looked like it hurt.
You ain't kidding.
Ooh.
It really is the worst feeling in the world to You think you're through it, and all of a sudden, there's a truck sideways in front of you. Like, who put that there?
The 9 doing a really good job just letting it happen in front of him.
You know what's funny too is that poor 45 has been blinking this whole race.
And the one time he was solid.
And I mean, quite literally, that you know, that truck appears from nothing.
Well, see, it hurts too because it took so long for that caution to come out that if you're not right there at the wreck, you're not checking up. You don't know that the caution's happening. And by the time they finally throw the flag, too little, too late.
Why do I feel like they're saying something over comms there, TJ?
No, it's just I was watching the in card. I happened to hit pause like 5 feet before the impact, where the smoke finally kind of clears, and you see the 22 sitting there, and it's like, "Yep, I'm gonna die."
Probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything coming over comms?
Nothing. Nobody's really mad at anybody. Just everybody's kind of like, man.
Yeah, I think they're just chalking that one up to a racing incident here at the end of the race. Nobody screaming at this point.
Not yet, anyway.
Which honestly, kind of surprising. So far, just about 5 cars out of the race. You have Nelson Rivero in that last wreck, Mike Montesi, John Adams, Doug Sigmund. Evan Stone surprisingly didn't make the start of the race. Hope everything's okay with the 17. Usually he's here chatting it up in the chat room while he's driving somehow, sharing, liking, which, speaking about sharing and liking, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, follow. The chat room is open. Come talk to us. We know who a couple people are rooting for. I see Joe in the chat. Ryan is definitely always in the chat. Is T becoming Larry Frymack? Don't laugh like that.
That was the weirdest laugh.
Happy I wasn't the only one that heard that one.
I'm hoping it was like taking a bite of a cheeseburger or something.
No.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, here we go. Thinking with your stomach again.
Always. I'm fat. What do you expect?
I mean, a cheeseburger does sound like a good idea right now.
It sounds like a really good idea, like a Martinsville hot dog good idea. Nope, pace
Stop
truck
it, you're making me
is
hungry.
Off. Byron Daly, Tyler Dalton on the front row. 20 to go. We are green again.
Little wheel spin from Byron there.
Justin Fuller giving him a little bit of an arrow push coming out of 2. It's going to clear Tyler Dalton for second. Looking for the crossover. Oh, Daly looked like he sent it into 3 and 4. He's going to pull away just a little bit there.
Easy, Daly. There's still 20 laps left. Don't burn them up yet.
Little 9-truck breakaway here at the front.
Hear you counting that.
I had to use all my fingers and toes for that one.
I think you're missing some if there you got to use fingers and toes.
Well, you know.
Look at easily go to the lead there.
Now we have a couple Beasley fans in the chat watching that 10. Does he lead this lap? No, he does not. Daly.
That was so impressive. 6th a second just in turn 3.
Are you talking about the 99 of Tommy Ryan?
Well, Tommy Ryan followed him through it.
He's got it right now. Looking for the lead. Northern Tool and Equipment Chevy Silverado. 3 and 4, battling back to the line.
Caution.
Not even going to have to battle
Back half of the field.
Caution? What did we miss?
Stony Benfield
Oh,
getting
no.
tight up into Jeff Ryan. And then the Taylor Swift truck, sends Benfield the rest of the way around. It also gets clobbered by I think that's a 21.
Yeah,
Ron
Ron Holyfield
Holyfield.
got a little bit of a damage there from it.
There it is. Happened right in front of him. Just takes him a little while to start slowing down and couldn't get there.
That's where the that Taylor Swift truck needs to have a thing keyed up and just hit, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I was more of thinking the Karma song.
I mean,
My wife is a Swiftie. I was playing WWE 2K24 on my computer. She's on the couch next to me watching the thing on Disney Plus, and I could not turn my headset up high enough to drown it out.
She's a Swiftie and you're a Baldy.
Hey, yo, whoa. Leave the receding hairline out of it.
I also feel attacked.
Oh, good. I mean,
You're not
good.
alone, AJ. You're not alone.
Been a very eventful race. I know. I think this is caution number 8. 8 cautions. But whenever we've had a green track where everybody's going full speed, full send, I think that's what TJ used. I don't think I've ever seen 3 to 4 wide consistently for that long ever. And they were making it work for anywhere from 5 to 10 laps, and I think we had a run where it was about 13 or 14. It's not sustainable, but boy, is it fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Being in the middle of a little bit more nerve-wracking.
I was just about to ask you about that because we've seen you be in plenty of messes in a race car. At what point do you start white knuckling it?
Well, with a race like this today, lap 1, turn 1. These guys have been going full board, full send the whole race. There's been, I think, maybe 5 laps where they decide to calm down and run single file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been putting themselves into crazy situations that, yeah, I would not want to be a part of if I was out there.
So your top 4 stayed out: Alex Tilley, Nick Silver, Jose Gonzalez, and Hamish Gallagher. All stayed out. I was wrong. Apparently everybody had an extra set of tires in the pits. But 15 laps away from the finish, we just turned it up to 11. Like, just picture.
I think we turned it up to chaos.
That too. I was more picturing the Back to the Future where he grabs the guitar and just notches it all the way up.
We saw how that worked out for Marty.
Yeah, he kind of went flying.
I just pray that we don't see some trucks start flying here.
Yes, let's not do that.
We did see one in practice climb the infield wall. I hope to God we don't repeat it.
Yep. Hey, iRacing pace truck off the racetrack. Nick Silver, Alex Tilley, your front row, and we are green again, and while we do this, we are going to crank it up for the first time tonight. Well, we're back, and pure chaos has hit the racetrack all over again. And that's a Daytona-style wreck.
My goodness, that was bad.
Look for
there was the wreck, and then there was the wreck.
Look for the 06 in the middle, right on your screen. Oh, he just tries to stay behind the 55. And honestly, he's in probably the best spot to just be off the racetrack at that point. There was a bigger wreck, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There it is.
I don't know.
Here it is. Dalton clips the 99 into the 26. Back up the racetrack. Donaldson involved. Wetzel, Sean Macklin. A lot of these drivers had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I can't really blame that on the 19. He held a steady line there. It's just, you know, the product of everybody checking up for the 06 being sideways. And hate it for everybody.
Oh. That steering's broken on the 91 and the 99.
Do we have a count on how many were in that?
Give you one real fast.
Because that was a lot of vehicles.
So you have the 06 getting involved with the 26. That's 2.
Then the rest of it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Wow.
You counting the 06 in that?
Yes.
Even though he was, I guess, technically a separate wreck there.
Same caution.
Yeah. Same incident period.
Question mark? So since we are under another caution, next week, or actually the week after, April 3rd, we're going to Daytona for our return special, I guess you want to call it. It was a lot of fun this season opener. I've seen some moves in these race trucks that TJ mentions don't push the pusher. We were seeing a full line of trucks just mollywop a whole gaggle of cars. We actually had a lap down vehicle riding on the front of the pack, and it was wild. And then the caution comes out, gets his lap back, and ended up finishing in the top 3.
Just goes to show you're never out of it in a race like that.
No.
I love hearing quote unquote underdog stories like that.
Plate racing is a true racing wild card, and it's just sometimes the magic's with you and sometimes the marbles are against you.
It just seems like everything's a wild card now. You got the road courses wild card, super speedways wild card, short tracks are basically a wild card now because it brings everybody down to the same ballpark.
Especially if tires are not lasting but 40 laps.
I think if Ty Gibbs had more experience, he would have won that race.
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what it was that even took him out of that race. He had some sort of issue, or he got a flat, or I don't even know.
We go again. 10 to go. This time by Nick
I don't
Silver.
expect any less chaos.
No, neither do I. Not at all. Good restart by Nick Silver. Fuller with a good restart in the 51. I'd say that here comes Tilly to the lead out of 2. Oh boy, Richard Beasley. They're going 3 wide, and here comes Dalton.
Thought we might have saw 4 wide, but he went for the push instead.
I think Dalton basically just told the 10, hold that spot for me, as we
Now
are 4 wide.
That's 4 wide, coming to 9 to go. Oh my God, they're not gonna make it.
Have faith.
They are driving like there is rain right outside the racetrack.
Still 4 wide. It still hasn't figured itself out.
This is pure craziness, everybody. We haven't seen racing like that in
call it
a while.
Chaos, baby.
Oh, there it goes. There goes the 38 to pit road.
Oh,
and
did
the
he
pit
catch
wall.
the pit wall? Oh, it looked like he was gonna.
He's loose, then gets clipped by the 19. Oh.
No, I think that 19 probably thinks there is a target on the front of his truck, because that is back-to-back cautions that a truck has come across his nose.
And I think the caution was thrown for that wreck.
Oh.
Would assume so. Chad Coleman having a really good night.
Nothing to get it done. I mean,
he got loose.
Just gravity. Once he was going, gravity took him right towards the barrels there.
He was right outside the top 5 and was doing a really good job from where he started 21st.
I actually saw a little bit of trouble behind it happening at the same time. Brian Workman in the 74 got tagged by the 9.
We'll take a look at that in just a second. Oh. Workman in the 74 Chevy. Oh, yep, he's facing the wrong way. He's looking at the grass. Ooh, Wetzel gets tight, clips to 74, and yeah, there's a lot of contact there, but Workman's able to just make it to pit road.
Yeah, that caution was quite timely for him. Unfortunately, that's a lot of damage to the front and the right front of that thing. I think suspension's broken.
That 74 is heading to the vehicle graveyard.
What is this gonna do to us for laps left, you think, when we get back going?
We should go green with 5 to go. And we do get 2 attempts at a green-white checkered.
So you get a little bonus overtime chaos.
That's scary. Bonus overtime chaos is not something anyone should wish for.
No, only the fans and the broadcast.
That's right.
I mean, I'm having a great time. TJ, Monday night was a lot of fun because we don't get to have our show anymore because you decided to get in the race car. So The end of Monday night's race was fun. Tonight has been an absolute blast listening to chaos every 30 seconds. But Paul, for the first time really being in the booth, I know you're about to start your own venture as a broadcaster. Great job, dude.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you guys. A
Oh,
little
thanks.
nervous up here, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Been a whole lot of fun.
You get used to it. The nerves go away once you start getting in the groove of broadcasting a league. Another reason why I've enjoyed the 2 leagues I do broadcast. Get so used to seeing the same faces. Like, I don't even have to look at my timing and scoring screen to basically give you a rundown of who's where. Then again, next season might be an issue. Because the start of every season, people change teams, paint schemes.
Oh, now you
Yeah,
make me
once
feel
you're
bad about
solid
changing
in-
paint schemes all the time.
What do they say? New faces in new places?
As long as it's the same number, though. It's
All right, pace truck is off. Coming to 5 to go. My voice correct for the first time in years. Tilly, great restart. And Fuller ducks in right behind him.
fills that gap ever so beautifully. The 10, I think, was going to try to do the same, but not enough room. Smart call to stay up.
And Justin Fuller with a very good 1 and 2. Look at the run.
Got a lot of help from that too. Mike Kelly behind him, pushing down the backstretch.
These guys are going to have a big run, but I don't know if they're going to have anywhere to go.
Eric
They're
Arnold,
gonna go 3. That's where they're going to go.
3 wide.
There's a truck we haven't seen up front most of the night.
31.
Yes. Where in the world did he come from?
He's been up front all race. Just not leading all race.
You only got to
Fair
show up
enough.
for the money lap.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
TJ, you'll appreciate this one. Yowie wowie.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fuller is looking to block all 3 lanes at Michigan. Oh, Tilly
is-
loose there.
I think if you've made your move already, you may have done it too early.
I don't
Still
know.
a couple laps left.
Fuller is hard to beat everywhere, but the run with the 31 shoots to the inside. Gotta be careful. That truck wants to head towards the wall. They door smack out of 2.
I have a lot of faith that guy underneath. He's not going to get loose and push you into the wall.
Oh, the 10 got tight. Took it up the racetrack to save it.
This race could be decided off the front bumper of the 2. Does he push or does he try to win it himself?
Dual popsicle sticks up in the air. Do we make it back around?
I think we will. They've kind of got settled enough here. I think everybody's trying to set up for one final push to the front. If they have anything left to push with.
Oh, Karlovich loose out of 4. We make it back to the line. It's the white flag presented by Wrestling with Nerds.
Let's hope it doesn't turn into a slobber knocker, AJ. 2 loose. 55 tucks in behind the 31. Gonna give him a big push down the straightaway.
Nobody there to help the 2.
Blocked.
Alex Tilley to the inside.
Can he make it stick? The rubber says no.
Justin Fuller is going to win at Michigan.
Oh, don't wreck. They're wrecking. There they go.
We got to figure out who finished third here.
I think the two, maybe.
I got Mike Kelly in the 2, finishing third. Had a crazy finish there.
Easy. Justin Fuller, Eric Arnold 1-2. There it is. Mike Kelly finishing third. Alex Tilley fourth. Tyler Dalton in fifth.
That block was filthy.
But crucial.
Oh, yeah. That was the difference in winning and losing right there. That block was filthy.
Well, just like how we do it every week, I got 1. T, you can grab 2. Paul, we'll let you talk to P3 momentarily. But we're going to take a quick commercial break just to get everything situated with our interviews. We'll be right back, everybody.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service. We cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, everybody, we are back. It's time to talk to our podium drivers. Finishing third here this evening, it's the driver, the number 2, Exalta Chevy Silverado, Mike Kelly. Paul, take it away.
Yeah, Mike Kelly, it's Paul Urban up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Paul, I got you. How's it going?
Man, what a crazy race. A lot of chaos here this evening. Tell us how the truck felt. Looked pretty loose out there. Tell us how the truck how it felt and how your race went.
Yeah, it was definitely loose, man. I'll tell you what, I'm shaking. I've been through 18 years of real racing and a lot of sim racing, and whew, that's the real deal there, man. What a race. That was a lot of fun. It was loose. The truck was really good. You know, you could run wide open if you wanted to, but that wasn't a real smart move because it would loosen up pretty badly there. Get loose from throttle, on throttle, from the middle off, and if it was pretty bad no matter what, but if you abused it, it got really bad really fast. So there at the end, I had adjusted the fuel level a little bit and had fresh tires. So I think all of us could run pretty much wide open on that last run, and everybody did a good, clean run and gave a lot of respect and room, and we put on a pretty good finish there, I thought.
Oh, absolutely. Just looking back here, 4 wide for you finishing third there.
Yeah, a
Hell,
couple
hell,
times.
couple of times. Yeah, a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing here. Uh, appreciate the show that you guys put on.
Yeah, that had to
But
be fun.
yeah, hell of a job for you guys out there. Is there anybody you want to plug? Any sponsors? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank John Mustian uh, at Voodoo Graphics for painting the truck. And Eric Arnold runs his paints too, so he got 2 trucks in the top 3. And I'd like to give a shout out to him because not only does he paint good looking trucks, but Had some. He lost his daughter last year, Ashlyn. So I always tell him I got a sticker in her memory on my truck, and I forgot a couple times and felt real bad about it. So got a chance to get in the podium, which you never know when you're going to get a chance in these Sim 500 races. They're so tough. So shout out to him and shout out to Ashlyn, and thanks to all the admins here at Sim 500. And it was a little rough tonight, but I mean, shout out to the drivers nonetheless, because I mean, the way we could run 3, 4, 5 wide, even with the skill in this league, you know, when you can drive the truck that hard and run that close, there's going to be some issues. But overall, a lot of good fun racing. And shout out to all the sponsors, NC811 and TranService, and all the admins here at Sim 500. And of course, thanks to the smoking hot wife.
Gotta thank her. Appreciate you. Thank you. Go celebrate a third. No, it couldn't have been a win. He's up there all race, but still a great finish. Go celebrate.
Yeah, just to be able to stay up there all night was good. And thanks to you guys, too, for putting on these broadcasts. A lot of fun to watch. I mean, have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
That was Mike Kelly finishing third here this evening. TJ, you're there with Eric Arnold. Take it away, pal.
Eric Arnold, TJ up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Was there anything you could have done to have fought off that filthy block that got laid on you down the backstretch?
Oh man, I thought about going low and sticking it to low, because I knew my car would stick down there. I just didn't know about the run off the corners. Like, oh, I haven't tried the high lane the whole race, and I was like, I'll go for that. But hey, I'll take a second place after getting wrecked so many weeks lately.
I mean, you were right in the right spot, and that was about as perfect of a block I've seen laid on somebody. And it's like, man, he had nowhere to go. And then you fought back, and I'm like, has he got a chance? And just no, if you'd have had somebody lined up when you went outside that could have pushed you, I think you could have got outside of him. But after what we saw tonight and all the chaos and stuff that happened back through this field, you brought it home second. That's impressive.
Yeah, it was a good run. I mean, I forgot to change tires on a pit stop, so I had to go back around and change them and fall back. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I missed the big wreck. But I kept that gas tank as low as I could the whole race, and it ended up paying off for me because I could rotate 3 and 4 on the bottom and pass a lot of guys. So it just took some pit strategy and whatnot. I got back up there, and it was a lot of fun. It's usually a really green race here at Michigan. I'm surprised to see the cautions, but hey, I got lucky and missed a couple.
That's all it takes, is a little bit of luck sometimes, and being in the right place at the right time. They were 4 wide behind you. Be glad for third. Be glad you missed that.
I love racing 4 wide. I think I was 4 wide for a little bit, but
I think at some point tonight, everybody probably spent a second or two 4 wide.
right. No, I always say I love white racing this league. It's so much fun.
Any sponsors you'd like to plug off that truck?
Well, I know Stony Benfield brings in NC811, and I'm running their sponsors, so I want to thank them, especially what they do, and for our Monday nights and train service. You guys are putting on a good broadcast that I can't wait to watch after. My wife, she's usually watching me. Hopefully she watched me get the second place. And, thanks to Joey, Wesley, and all the admins. And congrats to Justin Fuller, and love racing Mike Kelly. He's a hell of a driver.
We love to hear it. AJ, anything that you would like to ask this man before we send him away?
Dude, started in 6th, finished 2nd. Your truck was up front all night. Tight, loose. How did it feel out there?
Well, when we started getting some runs, it would definitely break loose, but I kept the gas as empty as I could. So when I was running 3 and 4, I was actually nice and snug. It would start when we had that long run, it would start to break loose near the end of it before the caution happened. But generally loose, but I kept it tight.
All right, brother. Well, once again, congratulations on the podium finish. We go to Daytona for the next race. We'll see you down at that super speedway. Enjoy and celebrate this.
Thank you, guys.
Finishing second here tonight, that's Eric Arnold. It is time for our T1 finisher. This is going to be fun. It's the driver, the number 51 Justin Fuller here with the big win here tonight in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Dude, what a race. That 51 was bad fast all night.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I kind of bone qualifying, wrecked, and started in the back, and just kind of worked my way through the field slowly. I do have to first and foremost send an apology to Mike Montesi and Robert Freire. They never really got the rebound from their getting wrecked by me, so I feel really bad about that. Uh, I just went to go push Robert, and I just spaced out and turned right and wrecked Mike. So that was pretty bad on my part, no doubt about it. Not even gonna make an excuse. So it was just really stupid. But really happy to be able to rebound and keep my head in the game and try and get this win and pull it out.
Dude, from starting 31st, like you mentioned, because of the spin in qualifying, to come back through the field a couple times, how did the truck feel out there? Because we heard a lot of drivers say they could have ran it full throttle, but that would cause them to really get loose throughout the run. But what were you doing that made it so effective to get from the back to the front?
Just being on the edge, pretty much. I never really pushed it that hard. It was loose. It was very loose, especially after a few laps. So you really had to tiptoe. At the end of the race there, though, a lot of us probably, I'm sure, kept fuel out of it and get the spoiler up in the air, get some weight out of the back end, tighten it up. So that's how we got that really good good race to the end there. That was really fun. And this is just a slap in the face to everybody. It's like, oh, Fuller can't drive a loose setup. He can't win with a loose setup. Well, we did it tonight.
Well, you definitely did it tonight, and you were passing cars like they were stopped for a good portion of the race. Before we let you go and celebrate the victory here tonight, and then getting ready for Daytona, sponsors, want to plug them?
Yeah, thanks to Sim500 and all the admins for what they do. Thanks to TranService for sponsoring the series. Thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast. I'll go back and pick through this broadcast tomorrow. I know it wasn't that great of a race. We had a lot of yellows tonight, so and I caused one of them. So I ain't no innocent person and all that. But I'll pick through this tomorrow. And thanks to everybody that watched. Thanks to Trey Edson for always keeping me looking fresh on the racetrack with my paint schemes. And go to Daytona next week. Probably won't survive that. If you look at my results, I have finished in the top 5 in every race except for Daytona. So probably have more of that next week, possibly. Probably just bring back a steering wheel. We'll see what happens. But really, just climbing the point standings, trying to make sure that I can make the playoffs because I got a late start this season.
All right, brother. Well, once again, congratulations on the win tonight. Who knows? Maybe you bring the truck back next week at Daytona. Who knows?
Well, that would be nice. I mean, I've got plenty of wins there, so it's not against the idea of possibly happening, but anybody can win there, so it should be a good race though.
All right, brother. Well, good job tonight. Congrats, and we'll talk to you hopefully at Daytona.
Yep, have a good one.
The winner of tonight's race, that was Justin Fuller. DJ, we'll start with you. What do you think of the race, the chaos of the race?
I mean, you know me, AJ. I'm good for chaos anytime. It's funny because I was told that typically the chaos is on the mild side over here. I show up and it's like there's rain in turn 4. You have to go now. You have to go now every lap and don't lift ever. These guys were wild tonight. I had a blast.
Paul, what'd you think?
I mean, I'm with TJ on all of this. I enjoy watching 3-4 wide races as much as the next fan, and that's all I was tonight up here in the broadcast, was just a fan. And being on this side of the track instead of being out there on it was a ton of fun.
All right, everybody.
A lot less nerve wracking.
Right? When you're not behind the wheel, absolutely. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. Congratulations to our podium finishers. Justin Fuller with the win, Eric Arnold in second, Mike Kelly third. Thank you for tuning in. Check out all our sponsors in the description. Thank you to TranService for being the title sponsor of the Sim500 Truck Series. We'll catch you next week or the 3rd, depending on what is decided. We'll let you know on our channels. Don't worry. We go to Daytona I'm excited for that. The super speedway races are a thing of beauty when it comes to the Sim 500. But we'll catch you there. Be safe.
No
Stay
skinny
cool.
dipping in Lake Lloyd.
Do they stock Lake Lloyd with fish? Because I want to go down there and just jump in
I'd
it.
put
now.
gators in it, just keep the people out.
Well, it's Florida. There's gators everywhere. Bye, everybody.